Hello Gemini, this is going to be your spring equinox reading for 2024, the new zodiac year. Welcome back to subscribers, welcome to anyone new to my channel. I meditate and shuffle the cards before starting and cut them on camera for you. Hope you all are doing well. And thank you all for your understanding and patience and knowing I'm not a reader that is on a schedule of, well, our natural schedule, but more of a spiritual, cosmic kind of one where I do get called to come and do a series for the zodiac. And to anyone new, welcome, and I do welcome you to subscribe. More one that I'm called to do it as far as like me coming back to this work. I've been doing it for much longer than this channel on a different channel where I was a bit more active and consistent with like very consistent at a stage in my life with bi-weekly intuitive readings, but there's growth, shifts, and changes in as well purpose. For some, this has been become a great livelihood for them. For some, it's a hustle. For some, it's a performance. But for me, it's just a little bit different. So let's get into this. Now, you can also check your sun, moon, rising signs, and it is for the year. So let's begin with what's underneath the deck for how you'll be approaching and what you're doing here. So we have underneath the deck the world with the talisman, or I should say the talisman of the world, how I read them. Now, there's a cycle completed here that you feel, and moving forward on a new path, turning your back. There's going to be some, for some of you, your world is changing in a way that you have gained wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and power for the next stage moving forward. So there's some of you moving into a next stage. And with this talisman, what you've gained power through this cycle, or you've gained a new ability with where you're moving ahead, moving forward with this new year. So for some of you, there is a new journey, travel, movement. For some of you, it's a physical move. For some of you, it's just a major internal shift that will make it feel as if your world looks different. Anything else here? Okay, definitely too with this talisman coming out, and you see this yin yang here. There's the light and the dark, and balancing that, and you being in that energy with, of course, your duality. So your world may definitely drastically change over this new year. So let's look into how for some of you. What's your recent past? Spark with temperance. So for some of you, there has been something ignited within you as it comes to a passion, a gift, a talent, or just an ability, but there's been this patience with it, with this temperance card, and as well with the temperance and the cups, balancing and creating alchemy, alchemizing what it is that you have, as far as you've been inspired by something recently, something or someone. You have been inspired, and so in taking that, someone, I feel like, and I was almost picking up that this talisman may be someone in your life who is, well, it is your energy, but I also kind of getting someone in your life that maybe left your life, but left a really strong impression or will be leaving, and will have left a strong impression on you, an imprint. So as well, Sagittarius season could have been very significant as far as the past, or in particular, a Sagittarius person. That just came up. So what we have for your present point of advantage, we have the details with the Eight of Moths, which is the Eight of Wands. So I feel travel is indicated here, but as well as communication. And I feel like someone got this exact, well, no, it was somewhere, it just did Aries and Taurus, so somewhere in between that someone had gotten details. With this, I feel that things are moving quickly, but as they're moving quickly in communication, there's a need for you to look into the fine print of anything, contracts that you're maybe signing. There may be a lot of forms and different things, or it also could be things that you may be needing to apply for. For some of you, that you finished a cycle of maybe schooling or training with this Talisman and World card as well, because that could be a journey where, it could be tough going through a training period or a learning stage, and once you get to a point of mastery, or again with the Temperance, Alchemy, Spark, something here, then there's this movement forward on where to apply it. So applying to things, I feel like for many of you that could be new living situations, new employment situations, or other things, or even contracts for many of you starting your own business with what you've acquired as far as knowledge, skills, abilities, and just awakening something within you to move forward. So for some of you, your newfound ability, gifts, talents, knowledge, wisdom, understanding could be taking you to could be causing you to maybe travel, or receive a lot of communication coming in, or communicate a lot more than you usually. So and some of you could be going into the field of communications, which would be great for you, as far as your mercurial nature. So communications for many of you will be, and paying attention to the details, and a lot of it will be coming in quickly. Some of you as well too, inspiration, it will be coming into you quickly, and you may be getting a lot of input and then doing a lot of output. So what we have for your challenge or resistance, we have encouragement with the Page of Bees. So this, for some of you, because this giraffe it's like a parent giraffe, nurturing, encouraging a young giraffe. With this page, it's something with immaturity or maturity that is in question here, or in play, like within your communications as well, coming from a place, or even someone approaching you like a child, or you approaching things like a child, or in a way that, like in a page, as far as something new, especially if you're going into a new field or a new stage, or a new working environment, new living environment, that, and encouraging the learning that would be required. For some of you, it could be, and I apologize for the it's more of a, when things are coming in, they can come in kind of quickly, and then getting them, and as well too, there's different levels and layers to this. That's how, as far as it can resonate for you too. So I feel reaching out for help may be something that, or asking for help could be something that's difficult for you in this period in time. But so that may be your challenge, and you may find that where you are, or where you're going into that next stage, there may be people that do want to help you. Just kind of maybe put your pride aside, in a way of allowing them to And as well, you being an encouragement to others who may be younger person, could be just, encouraging new ideas, and as well, just a new way of thinking or approaching a situation. Maybe difficult for you or someone around you. So what we have for your unexpected help, it is movement. It's a big step forward with the Four of Bees. This is the Four of Swords. So I feel like it's a big step, but and there's peace. And as well too, this just gave me this instance of someone going on a trip, leaving. This is like this, right? And taking a big step. You could be taking that big step, but there just could as well be not really a separation or a disconnection, but more so like I'm getting more maybe in the communication or how you communicate with someone. There could be more peace coming in, or more silence, and just kind of you going in one direction that will bring you greater peace, and as well to a rest mentally, because your mind is very active. And so I feel like for some of you, this is maybe planning travel. Some of you could definitely be planning travel, getting away, or someone else is maybe leaving your space where that gives you greater peace. And it may be just for a moment of time. I'm feeling too like a sabbatical. Some of you could be taking a sabbatical from one career or one job, even to find your peace, and as well to heal. So healing, a big step in healing will be coming in as well. So this is, I feel, a healing energy and an improvement, because this again is what your unexpected help. So as things are moving, even if you are stationed where you are, the movement around you, there will be some peace restored. I feel peace, healing, and protection as well too, and for your mind. And that's just kind of giving me this sense of this hot air balloon. It's kind of giving me the sense of someone leaving, and you kind of having some of you could be becoming empty nesters, or someone else is separating from you, but not in a way. I don't feel like it's in a way that's like it's just like I'm still getting a sense of like that relationship is still there, that connection is still there, but it's just in a different form, or in a different way, even if it's going to be just kind of for a time. Okay. And yeah. All right. Move on to your advice. We have sad embrace with the Queen of Beetles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So with this being advice, I feel as though there could be something that you're possessive, or someone that you're possessive of, and taking material responsibility. I feel for some of you, you may have to make some hard financial decisions, but you have to kind of let it go. There could as well be someone who you will no longer be able to rely on. Again, a cycle, rely on for their support. There may be more that you need to support for yourself, and take ownership of. As well, I'm kind of getting, as far as just like your resources and things, there just may be just more that you're acquiring, but more that you will also need to pay to maintain. And as well, this could represent a person that you don't want to ask for help, but may help. Again, pride, a little bit of pride is coming in here. but it also may be in a sense that you need to be taking on a bit more financial responsibility for a situation. And this 4 and 5 is a 9, so something singular in a sense. I am kind of picking up some of you who may have to take someone to child support, take someone to court or child support for child support. That's more in the natural world that I'm picking up. But there could also be someone who's going into a next stage of their life. So that may be something here. So, and I feel too, if any of you have been in conflict with, yeah, some of you, there may be just like tough decisions or things again where you were patient with something. Now, for some of you, this could be you Geminis could be experiencing it either way. Like some of you are getting help with resources and things. Some of you, your resources are improving. For some of you, it's the opposite. Like you may be losing a resource in some way, and that's kind of an example of where where things were coming together. Then there's changes and a lot of communication and details, but I feel like you can handle it. Let's get to where the outcome is. Look at Compass with the 10 of Dragonflies, which is the 10 of Cups. So I feel like you're covered, like the universe has you in a sense, and the decisions and choices you make, you will be inner guided to your happiness and as well to fulfillment and wholeness. Something being made whole here. Some of you going through some type of legal thing. I feel as you will recover your losses, you will be made whole in this time frame. It just may be, and so moving to a more peaceful space, and as well too if some of you are in a toxic working environment, and again with the talisman in the world here, this again is the kind of like the overall energy that you're approaching the year in, and this is a completion of a cycle. And this person has scars here on their back, but they've also attained some type of power in the midst of what was a struggle. So when I mention the things in the natural world in our society, it can there are very kind of similar things. So some of you going through a change and a shift, just be patient with it. It does seem that you'll be okay, but there just does seem to be, as far as like the sad embraces, it's like, and maybe for some of you, you will be a help to others who, where there's, or again, too, just where you have to let go of things or places, people, and things as it comes to making a new step in a new direction for your happiness. I feel like by the end of the year, there's a direction that you'll be taking, and this gives me strong completion as well as to like of a dream of an attainment of happiness, that in the midst of it all, I feel like you can handle, like, if anybody can be calm in the midst of chaos, it would be Gemini. And sometimes Gemini, you can trigger it, but it's for a reason. So communication details, you could be releasing to a lot of information as it comes to what you know, what you've acquired through being patient with the spark and the fire. And what the spark does is like it ignites a passion. You could be passionate about so many things, not just gifts, talents, and creative things. You could be passionate about you could just, there's a lot that you could be passionate about. And so whatever, and to kind of keep it general and in a way that you pick up the energy of where I'm going with this. It's going to resonate differently for everybody, as it always does. And, everyone has different styles as far as reading goes. And I say anyone who doesn't get me, please move on. That it's not for you. But I don't look for it for validation. I do it for what I know is real, tried and true for me. And for those who do get it, you get it. But Yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you with this Gemini. This year does, again, it has its changes and things and its little challenges, but I do like your cards. And for some of you, this could be just kind of getting into your feelings, getting into your heart space more, getting out of your head and getting more into your heart space and into your material space as well too, because you can be very cerebral and be in your headspace, but then there's don't forget that there's a heart and there's an emotion in here tied to you that you need to be as well in tune with and in touch with. Don't forget as well to the natural world, the physical and what's happening and as far as that goes. Those may be two things for you as the cerebral air sign and a very mutable air sign. To don't forget that part of the heart, and that part of, and for some of you too, this is almost, I'm picking up to someone, this being someone that you may be going on a mission for and with in the process. Like, I'm doing this for someone in my life that they didn't maybe get to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I just picked that up for some of you. So that could be, and so yeah. So I love this as far as a reading for you. I do, especially the outcome with this 10 of dragonflies. So I feel like through the end of this year cycle, there will be a new direction, and you will be taking it with a lot of happiness, peace, and you will have others to celebrate with, in a sense, what this year what you've accomplished and what you've persevered through. Okay, so that's the message I have for you. Hopefully it was helpful, and again, for those of you who subscribed to me to get these messages, and let me know that you get it and it resonates for you. I do appreciate you, and I appreciate your understanding, and yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your year, and take care.